All right, so now we're going to talk about counterbalance rescue. So firstly, we've got somebody up there, they're in distress, and I'm going to go and take over this system and ascend up to them. It's a great rescue. The only problems are if there's a really great weight discrepancy between you and the person that you're rescuing, it won't work. And if they're in some way entrapped, like their hand is stuck in a pulley, you probably want to think about a different way of doing it, because you ascending on the other side will injure that person. All right, cool. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my sender. Okay, so this will be ready to go for ascending in a second. I'm just going to have my leg loop there. All right, so I'm going to put this in and just make sure that's nice and tight. You're going to make sure you take any of that up. So yeah, so that's gotten tight. That person can't go any further. Now we don't want to rely entirely on this one ascender. I'll just make sure those are done up. Don't want to rely entirely on this ascender, but what we can do is I can just get a little bit of slack to come into here. So can you give us a little bit of slack, please? All right, then just hold on with both hands. Cool. So if this ascender was to, if something was to be wrong here, we've still got our belayer holding on with two hands and a gree-gree. So now I can put my gree-gree in place. Now, if this was a carabiner, you could do this another way where we could move it, but a lot of sites they're set up with mayans on them, so this is probably the most straightforward way. So now I take all the slack out of here. All right, cool. So now it's on me, so just give us a little bit more slack, please. Okay, so just to make sure, because that person up there's life's in my hands now, and I'm just about to go hands-free, I'm just going to start with a backup knot here, and I clip that in here. Okay, just keep holding on, because I'm just going to do a safety check here. So A, because it's, yep, anchors, yep, and then going to the person, and attachments, I'm through the right part of my harness. B, belts and buckles, yep, they're good. C, carabiners. D, devices, yep, that's right. Yep, that's right. And E, extra stuff, I've got enough stuff to go up. Cool. So now what I can do is I can just take the either take the knot out of the end if the rope's not long enough, or just pull enough rope through the system so that I can go up and back down again. So I'll just pull that rope out of the gree-gree. Cool. So you can just go and unclip and sit over there for me, Dan. So now I'm ready to go. So I'll just slowly make my way over to the wall. Now, one thing to know is if you're quite a long distance from the wall, there, when you escape the system, it can pull you in. So just be kind of braced for when you start to take the weight. So anyway, so now I'm just going to move towards the wall. Cool, and I'm ready to start going up. We learnt before. Okay, back up knot. Tie a figure eight on a bite. When we put a new one in, take the old one out. Hey Dan, second Dan. All right, just new backup knot. All right, what's going on? Just
help.
Too scared to come down. All right, so
Too scared.
fix the problem, whatever the problem is. Clothing's caught in something. He's too scared to come down, whatever, talk to him. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sender and put it over to his rope. Okay, pull that up nice and tight. All right, now I'm just going to start pulling you down in a second, yeah?
Sure.
So last thing, we're just going to undo that carabiner, that's backup knot, and I've definitely got a hand on that brake strand. Cool, man. All right, just let go there, and I'll just be below you. It's going to be like kind of pulling you down there. Cool.